quadratic equations. So quadratic equation, it can be described in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Now, the graphs of quadratic equations are called parabolas. They curve like this because they are second degree equations. And we have three ways in solving quadratic equations. And those are factoring, and completing the square. And the quadratic formula. So I'm going to give you a problem and we're going to solve it. So first off, x squared plus 6x plus 9. So let's go first to factoring. This is factoring. So in factoring, you're going to have two quantities that would multiply into this equation. And I'm going to teach you how. So first, just a tip. If the A, this one, the letter A, doesn't have any number on the left side, just put 1. And now you're good to go. Now first put two parentheses. And what two quantities multiply into x squared? Well, maybe 2x's, right? Because x times x equals x squared. And we still have spaces, so we need to solve this. So this is how you would solve it. This is the letter C and this is the letter B. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the factors of 9, two numbers that multiply into 9 and add to 6. So what are the two numbers that multiply to 9? Maybe 1 and 9, 3 and 3, negative 3, and negative 3, negative 1, and negative 9. But let's try using 3 and 3. So x plus 3 and x plus 3. So 3 times 3, that's 9. And positive 3 and positive 3. If you add both, it's going to be 6x. So this is right. Now what you're going to do is equate both of these equations into 0. So that's x plus 3 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. Since they're the same, the answer of these both are going to be the same, or is going to be the same. So x plus 3 equals 0. Transpose this. Once you transpose a positive, it will become negative. So x is negative 3. Same with this. Move it to the other side. It's going to be negative 3. X equals negative 3. So this is your answer. X equals negative 3. Now we're going to do the second method, the completing the square. We're going to complete the square. So this is how you complete the square. You're going to write the equation, but letter C is going to the other side. So it's going to be like this. C is going to the other side. That is C. So x squared plus 6x equals negative 9. Now what you're going to do next is you're going to divide your b by 2 and square it. So 6 divided by 2 squared. So that's going to be 6 divided by 2 is 3 squared. That's 9. So this is what you're going to do. Once you've gotten the answer, you're going to add it in both equations, both sides of the equation. So it's going to be like this. X squared plus 6x plus 9 equals negative 9 plus 9. What you're going to do, because it's completing the square, is you're going to put this on the top, and you're going to factor this. You need to simplify. So negative 9 plus 9, that's 0, square root of 0. And x squared plus 6x plus 9. So as we mentioned earlier, it is x plus 3 squared. What happens is the squared gets cancelled in this square root. So what's the square root of 0? That's positive negative 0, x plus 3. Now we're going to have both two equations. X plus 3 equals positive 0, even though 0 is negative, it's neither positive nor negative. X plus 3 equals negative 0. Just transpose, and the answer is going to be x equals negative 3.